Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Today, we are going to learn English with a long and exciting story. Relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the journey. This is slow and easy English listening practice for beginners and intermediate learners. You can listen while studying, relaxing, walking, cleaning, or before sleeping. Today's story is called The Lost Backpack Mystery. This story has mystery, adventure, travel, suspense, and emotional moments. Do not worry if you do not understand every word. Just keep listening. Your English will improve naturally. And now, let's begin. Chapter 1. The Strange Morning at the Airport. Heavy rain was falling outside the airport. Inside the terminal, hundreds of people were moving everywhere. Some people were drinking coffee. Some were sleeping on chairs. Others were running to their gates. Emma walked slowly through the airport. She looked tired, very tired. She carried one suitcase, a phone, and a dark blue backpack. Emma was 26 years old. She came from Canada. This was her first time in Turkey. She looked around nervously. "Excuse me," she asked an airport worker, "where is gate A14? The worker smiled. "Go straight and turn left after the cafe." "Thank you." Emma finally arrived at her gate. She sat near the large window and watched the airplanes outside. Rain hit the glass softly. Emma checked her phone. No messages. She sighed quietly. Then an old man sat beside her. He wore a brown coat, black gloves, and a dark hat. "Long trip?" he asked. Emma smiled politely. "Yes." "Where are you going?" "Rome." "Beautiful city," the old man said. Suddenly, the airport speakers made an announcement. "Flight AZ472 to Rome is delayed for 2 hours." People around them became frustrated. Some complained loudly. Emma closed her eyes. "Perfect," she whispered. The old man laughed softly. "Airports are full of surprises." Emma stood up. "I need coffee." She walked toward the cafe. The line was long, very long. Finally, after several minutes, she bought a cappuccino. But when she returned, her backpack was gone. Emma froze. No, 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 no. She searched everywhere. Under the chair, beside the window, near the old man. Nothing. The backpack had disappeared. Inside the bag were her passport, her wallet, her laptop, and an old letter from her mother. Emma felt panic rising inside her. "Excuse me," she asked the old man. "Did you see my backpack?" The old man looked confused. "No, I thought you took it." Emma's heart started beating faster. Oh my God. And then she started running toward airport security. Chapter 2. The Security Office. Emma entered the security office quickly. "Please help me," he said. "My backpack is missing." A security officer looked up from his desk. His name was Murat. "Please calm down," he said kindly. "Tell me exactly what happened." Emma tried to breathe slowly. "I left for coffee. When I came back, my backpack was gone." "What color was it?" "Dark blue." "Anything special on it?" "Yes, a small airplane keychain." Murat typed information into his computer. What was inside the backpack? My passport, money, laptop. Anything else? Emma hesitated. A letter from my mother. Murat noticed her expression. That letter is important? Emma nodded slowly. Yes. Murat stood up. Let's check the cameras. They entered another room filled with screens. Murat rewound the security footage. Emma watched herself leave her seat. Then, a young man wearing a gray hoodie approached the backpack. He looked around carefully. Then he picked it up and walked away. Emma pointed at the screen. That's him. Murat paused the video. Interesting. What? This man was reported earlier today. Emma felt cold suddenly. 3? Yes. Murat looked serious, and all of them contained important items. The room became silent. Then the man on the screen suddenly looked directly into the camera, and the video froze. Chapter 3: The Unknown Phone Call. Emma sat quietly inside the security office. She felt exhausted. Her trip was becoming a nightmare. Suddenly, her phone vibrated. Unknown number. Emma answered carefully. Hello? A man's voice whispered, If you want your backpack back, come to the bookstore near gate C9, alone. The call ended immediately. Emma stared at the phone. Murat looked serious. What happened? Emma explained everything. You should not go alone, Murat said. But he has my backpack. It could be dangerous. Emma stood up. I'm going. Murat sighed. Fine, but I'm coming too. They walked quickly through the crowded airport. Announcements echoed everywhere. People pushed luggage carts. Children cried. Coffee machines hissed loudly. Finally, they arrived at gate C9. Near the gate was a small bookstore. Travel books, old magazines, maps. And near the entrance stood a young man wearing a gray hoodie. Emma pointed immediately. That's him. The man saw them. Then he ran. Stop! Murat shouted. The chase began. They ran past restaurants, duty-free shops, waiting passengers, and airport workers. Finally, the man disappeared into a narrow hallway. Murat stopped suddenly. Where did he go? Emma looked down. Something was lying on the floor. Her airplane keychain. Beside it was a note. Emma picked it up slowly. The note said, You are looking at the wrong person. Chapter 4: The Secret About Her Mother. Emma stared at the note. What does this mean? Before Murat could answer, a familiar voice spoke behind them. You should stop searching. Emma turned around quickly. It was the old man from the gate, the man in the brown coat. You, Emma shouted. Murat stepped forward carefully. Who are you? The old man removed his hat slowly. My name is Daniel. Emma crossed her arms angrily. What do you want? Daniel looked serious. Your backpack was never the real target. Emma felt confused. What are you talking about? Daniel looked directly into her eyes. Your mother hid something important before she died. Emma froze completely. How do you know my mother? Daniel lowered his voice slowly. Because I worked with her many years ago. Murat narrowed his eyes. Worked where? Daniel looked around carefully. Not here. Rain continued outside the airport windows, and Emma realized this was becoming much bigger than a stolen backpack. Chapter 5: The Hidden USB Drive. Daniel led Emma and Murat into a quiet cafe. Nobody was there except an old waiter cleaning tables. Daniel sat down slowly. Your mother discovered corruption inside an international company. Emma shook her head. No, my mother was a teacher. Daniel smiled sadly. That's what everyone believed. Emma could not speak. Nothing made sense anymore. Daniel continued. Before she died, your mother hid secret information. Where? Inside your backpack. Emma stared at him. There is a hidden USB drive. Murat crossed his arms. And many people want that drive? Daniel nodded. Very dangerous people. Emma suddenly remembered something. Her mother once said, "Never throw away old memories." Emma whispered quietly, "The letter." Daniel smiled. Yes, the hidden USB drive was inside the letter. Chapter 6: Someone is following them. Murat looked outside the cafe window. Then his expression changed. We need to leave now. Why? Emma asked. Murat pointed outside. Two men in black jackets were entering the terminal. They are watching us. Daniel stood up immediately. Take the back exit. The three of them hurried through a small kitchen behind the cafe. Emma's heart was racing. Who are those men? Answered quietly. People who will do anything to get that USB drive. Suddenly, footsteps echoed behind them. Someone was following them. Chapter 7: The Train to the City. The group escaped the airport and entered the train station. Rain covered the streets of Istanbul. Cars moved slowly through traffic. People carried umbrellas everywhere. Emma looked exhausted. Can someone please explain everything? Daniel sat beside her inside the train. Years ago, your mother discovered illegal business activities. What kind of activities? Money laundering, fake documents, corruption. Emma could hardly believe it. My mother never told me. She wanted to protect you. Suddenly, Murat looked behind them nervously. The men from the airport are here. Emma turned slowly. Two men in black jackets had entered the train, and they were walking toward them. Chapter 8: The Midnight Hotel. Late that night, they arrived at a small hotel. The old building looked quiet and empty. Emma entered her room slowly. She locked the door immediately. Finally, she could rest. Or so she thought. At midnight, she heard a strange noise. Footsteps. Very slow footsteps. Outside her room. Emma stopped breathing. Then, someone touched the door handle. Chapter 9: The Truth About Murat. The next morning, Emma confronted Murat. You know more than you are saying. Murat stayed silent for several seconds. Finally, he spoke. I was investigating this company for 2 years. Emma stared at him. You're not just airport security. No. Then who are you? Murat looked serious. I work for an international investigation unit. Emma felt shocked again. Were you using me? Murat answered honestly. At first, yes. Emma stepped backward slowly. Suddenly, she no longer knew who to trust. Chapter 10. The Final Message. Inside an abandoned building near the river, Daniel finally connected the USB drive to a laptop. Several hidden files appeared on the screen. Bank accounts, secret names, illegal operations. Everything was there. Emma looked at the screen silently. This is what my mother protected? Daniel nodded. She risked her life for the truth. Suddenly, a message appeared on the laptop screen. Unknown user connected. Then another message appeared. We found you. The lights inside the building suddenly went out. Complete darkness. Emma heard footsteps approaching slowly. Closer, closer, and then someone whispered in the dark, "Give us the drive." Thank you for listening.